What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geek Out podcast. It's a new episode. And yeah, man. You know what? I'm not good at the intros, bro. You should just do the intros. Or you know what's better?
No, man, you're good. You're fine. You're fine.
I forget the numbers, and I'm not even looking at them. And I don't think we're concentrating.
We don't need to know the numbers, bro.
Well, like what episode we're on and whatnot. Because normally I'll be like, "Welcome back to episode whatever," and now I'm just like, "Welcome back to the podcast."
No, it's fine. You don't need to know the numbers. It's all good. If you hear noises in the background, Alara is losing with stuff, and Shanaz is here as well. Nia's here, so if you hear noises, guys, apologies. It's a madhouse at the moment, but all good. All is good. All is good. Get in by, man. Foot needs to recover, and Alara's being jokes. Yeah. This gout business, bro, is jokes, bro. When I went to the doctors, before he goes, take your socks off. Bro, he's like, you got gout. He didn't even touch it, bro. He didn't even check it. I was like, I could have twisted my ankle.
Maybe your feet are so buzzed. He was just like, that's gout. You know
nah, man, it's not like that, bro. Have you seen images of gout on like if you type it in, it looks like some other person is growing out your foot. Type it in and check it now. Check it. My foot don't look like that. I can show it on the cam now. My foot just swollen.
Nah, no one wants to see your feet, bro.
Check this guy, bro. Check it out.
Gout. How do you spell gout? G-O-U-T. Gout. Oh, butters, man.
Yeah.
Butters.
So basically, it's a build-up of like crystals in your body. It's acidic, like that builds up in a certain part of your body. Sometimes it could be your fingers, your elbows, and your knees, and it's a joint thing. Say hello. All right, come on, say hello to Uncle.
Hello, Sus. How are you?
What are you doing today?
Nothing, Sus. I had work all day. I just came back from training, and now I'm talking to your daddy to do the podcast.
Why?
Because that's life and routine. What did you do today?
Nothing.
Nothing. Did you go to school?
No.
Oh, God.
I just going to library school, but I can't because I'm almost grown to 5 years old.
Oh, so you're going to a new school soon?
Can I talk to Sussy?
She is not here right now, Sus. We'll call you later. We'll call you maybe tomorrow.
Where is she?
She's gone to sleep.
Where is she?
She's gone to sleep.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Come back later, and then we'll sort it out. We'll WhatsApp call. All
right. Special guest, guys. Again, special guest from Alara. Maybe in the future when she's 18 or something, she'll feature in one of the episodes. Right now she's a baby, so no podcast, no internet for you at all. But yeah, other than that, what's been going on? Like, yeah, just having another busy day. Tomorrow, one more day of hustle. My Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays are hustling days. It's just like full on. I mean, work's every day, but it's just full on work and training. You know, I mean, I drive to the gym, which is close to my office, so it's just full on. And tomorrow, I plan to go in early to the office. I plan to train at lunchtime and train in the evening, just because I'm trying to fit in all my martial art training and the training at the martial art gyms between Monday to Wednesday. So just bang that out hard. And then Thursday, I take a day off training and I rest. And then Friday morning and Saturday morning, I do training at home or whatnot. So that's the routine I'm trying to get into now. This week is the first week of that routine. So tomorrow is going to be a hard day. That's why tomorrow is a hard day, which is why I wanted to do the podcast today. Like tomorrow, I'm going to like wake up, do a bit of work in the morning, then drive down to training, do kickboxing, do some gym, and then go back to the office, work for a couple of hours, then go back to the gym and finish off with some wrestling, and then come back and chill, you know. In the evening, I got my Quranic studies that I'm trying to do now. And then I'm just gonna eat. So I'm gonna literally fast all day, train, come back, do my studies, and then eat in the evening. So Wednesday is gonna be like to finish off the hard training, the hard day, and then Thursday we take a rest, we take a break from training, And yeah, I might try and go cinema to watch Expendables. It comes out this week, so the plan is to watch it. But got these builders who are a bunch of cowboys who are annoying me, man. They should have finished this work last week. They didn't. Come back Monday, they done half of it. I had to put in another request for the others. It's just so hard, man. It's like so hard dealing with them. But the landlord's warranty ends on the 19th, so we're trying to get it all in before then. Outside of that, it falls into his own pocket and whatnot. So they might ruin my Thursday, but the plan is on Thursday to go watch Expendables, chill out, and enjoy that movie. So let's see what happens.
Nah, it should be all right, man. Hopefully it all goes well, man. I've had a busy week as well. I've got bare drama with work as well, which ain't been the best. It's tough now, man. It's getting really hard now, and I feel like my value is how can you say it? My personal, what I bring to the table doesn't really mean much. I can't believe I've come to that point now, and like people are second guessing me, and I know I can do more. So I've been speaking to Jav. I've been working out some things, and I'm gonna start looking, man. It's time, and if anybody's looking, then from work and you guys listen to the podcast, time for me to bounce. It's time for me to bounce, and not in a bad way. Like I've learned so much being in the role I have. I mean, it's probably one of the best jobs I had because it's made me excel in everything that I've done. So there's no bad qualms, but there are some issues. Companies are changing, and you've probably gone through it as well with being with your company for coming up towards it 18 years or something.
15 and a half
sorry,
now.
yeah 15 and a half. So and you'll see changes, it's just loads of stuff happening, and it's like added stuff that I don't need in my life at the moment now, because I kind of got comfortable with the way things are. I get to do a bit of my geeky stuff, and I get to work with some great vendors in the process. But now it's becoming intolerable with some of the people that I have to work with, and it's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame when it comes to that, and it's a dog eat dog world, man. Our industry's cutthroat, innit? And you've got to be a certain way, but I'm not that type of person. Deep down inside me, man, I'm not an argumentative type. I'm not one who I stand my grounds if something wrong happens, and if somebody's bullying somebody at work or anything like that. But work is work, bro. Like as much as yes, it pays the bill, it fuels the dream. People are just not kind, bro. People are not kind, man. People are not kind, and it frustrates me because people see you in different ways and different levels. This hierarchy chart, innit? So the hierarchy chart that they've systematically taught people along the way is not a good way to be with people, man. Because you feel like you're on top here, that you're supposed to be somebody, bro. You come outside in the car park, we'll be on the same level. Let me see if you could do what you could say, and I can't believe that I've come to a point where I feel like I have to out people. I'm not the one to out people. I want to encourage people. I want to do, I didn't have a good time in my work life, I think, for a long time. So a company taking a big opportunity but taking me on, and then, giving me the promotions and moving up, but I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. Something's changed, bro. And I think I've changed personally as a person. I think I've matured when it comes to the way I want to see people being treated. I'm not one. I don't want to be the one to judge anybody, and I don't want anybody to judge me. But if you show me respect, I'm going to show you respect, and that's where it dials down to. There's more to it, and then I suppose I'll speak to you privately on that. But I just feel like people need to be more kind to each other. People need to understand what people are going through. Mental health is on a disgusting rise, and work doesn't help. Work does help to a certain extent. Yes, they do. But it's people, bro. It's people. People are horrible, man. People are absolutely horrible. And we'll touch on that later on, because I saw Sound of Freedom. we'll jump on that. But other than that, bro, all is good. Look, I can't complain. I'm breathing. I got gout. You know what I mean? I'm here still. I'm trying to do as much as I can because things are busy. With 2 kids, it's not easy. It's doubled, it's ramped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's hard at times, but I want to do some new things. Shout outs to Ian from Sense Labs. I know he's a big fan who listens to the podcast. I've got some merch coming soon. So yes, definitely. I'm going to hook you up. But Ian always looks after me. And I've got some projects coming up with Sense Labs, which is going to be amazing. And it's going to excel me in my artwork. I want to be able to do a book I need to finish off the 2nd book for Alara. I need to do a book for Nia. I need to do a book for Ayer. And then I want to work on some of my own characters, some concept ideas, bro. I think me and you need to talk about ideas of what we could do with Asian superheroes. We can, me and you can work on a script, bro. I think.
Well, I mean, we can work on a script, based on our life, our family life, our dad's life, our grand. Well, you know what I mean? Like his stuff.
We can incorporate that. I think this needs to be the inception. This needs to be the seed. I've kind of sat on it a bit too long, and I could never finalize anything. I think I need help. So I think us sitting down together, me, you, and Ash, jump on a call, kind of pan out what we can do, and write something together. I think we could do something and it's a personal project. It doesn't mean if we want to take it to publication, we can. But if we could do like 2 or 3 issues, then that's just something that we can put together ourselves.
We could just talk. Let's jump on a call and talk, man. It's not like, oh, we need to brainstorm. Let's just talk about it. Throw ideas, throw this, throw that. That's what it is. I mean, like what you were talking about would work. I mean, listen, man, I've gone through a lot of shit myself, and I tell you now, I've said this before, the shit that I've gone through. I mean, I've been with the company for over 15 years, and you know what? I never would have thought. I don't know. I remember back in the days when Dad said he's been working with his company for 20 years or whatever. I'm like, how? Like, I don't know how you stayed there for so long. And being in a career job was different to working in part-time. When I used to work at JD Sports, I remember I worked in a restaurant for one weekend, and I was like, I'm done with that. And then I went to Sports Direct. Oh, so we done the paper route during school years. So from the age of 11 to 16, done the paper route, right? And then I worked in a restaurant for a weekend. I was like, bun that. But immediately I got a job at Sports Direct. I remember that. I was there for 3 weeks. And then JD Sports came calling in Brent Cross, and I worked there for a couple of years. And then I left there to go to a pound store because they paid a little bit more. And then I remember that guy Tops didn't give me no hours, bastard. Gave me no hours. Man was on 4 hours a week. I was only earning £80 a month at that time. So when I finished uni and everything, I can't believe that. I remember the £80 a month. I spent 20 quid on the gym because that was important to me. And the other 60, I did whatever I could do with it. Petrol for the car. It was ridiculous. But I moved around so much. But when you get a career job, that's when, you're working. It's got a different purpose to it. You're investing your time in this company, and this company's giving you an opportunity. It's not really like a part-time job. I'm moving around and whatnot. This is an investment in your life, in your time. And people move around in careers. That's cool. In different companies, different career opportunities, all that sort. That's cool to do as well. I think with me, I was just like, at that time, it was like, I'm in this, and now I'm gonna go live the normal life that we're supposed to. Wife, get married, have kids, and then just buy a house and live that life. Obviously, my life took a turn, with this career. That's why I've been in this job for so long. And whatnot, for them sending me to Hong Kong. But before that, man, just before I went to Hong Kong, boy, it was going bad. Like, I don't know if you remember, I was interviewing and whatnot, interviewing with a few other companies. And if someone made me a great offer, there was a chance I could have gone. But then Dow Jones, they gave me, a great opportunity to move to Hong Kong. And then, it's all history from there. But in regards to now, being promoted as a senior manager, and I've got 9 different people under me, and in 8 different regions and whatnot, all over Europe and Asia. That thing that you talk about, hierarchy, I listen, I'm real with my team. I'm so real. I'm like, listen, I don't like that shit. I'm here to back you up. I'm not your boss. Don't call me boss. I prefer to be a leader, but I try to be a leader. I'm not trying to say to you I'm the best. I'm going to need your lot of help. Like, we're one team, we're one unit. I'm a geek. I always say we're like the Avengers. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, but all our strengths together is what make us do our shit.
Exactly.
Keep telling everyone, like, just, I'm not your boss, but I'm here to back you up. If someone gives you shit, I'll back you up. If there's things that I need to basically, the way I see it, my job is to make sure you lot are all happy and you got everything that you need to do your jobs. And then also there's other things of me thinking strategic about the region and whatnot. But I always tell my team, like, there's a lot of shit I don't know, and you guys are all experts in different fractions of the business. So I'm going to come to you if I need help. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's the whole point of you lot being experts and me kind of leading the team. Like, I'm going to come to you when I need your help, and I'm going to put my ego and all that shit aside, and I'm going to admit when I'm wrong, and I want you guys to tell me if I'm wrong. But I've also said this as well, like, so forget this hierarchy bullshit. I don't like that. The corporate world has changed. I remember at one point, man, this hierarchy shit was there, and there was an intimidation of speaking to different leaders. Now it's changed a little bit within my business. You know, the leaders come across a lot more human and whatnot. And I've been a lot more confident in expressing myself. You know, that's important to me. That's the only way I can communicate with people. But I remember telling my team once, I was like, you know what? Like, be humble with each other, and be humble with what you know and your education level. Because the shit that I went through with people is I met some very, very smart, academic, educated people. I'm talking about Cambridge University, Harvard, all that shit, right? Super smart academically, but they were terrible as people. Their education as a human being was terrible. So what happened was nobody wanted to work with them because they were so smart, quotation marks, academically, that they would, if someone tried to ask them for a question, they would just belittle them, right, with their education. So nobody really wanted to work with them. They would rather work with someone who would be nice to them and go find the answer for them, even if they didn't know the answer, which was me. I was that guy. I was like, I don't know the answer, but I go figure it out for you. But I was more pleasant to work with than these academically smart people. So what happened is their intelligence became irrelevant because nobody wanted to work with you. So what you know don't mean shit because no one's asking you because you're shit to work with. So that's what happened. I tell everyone, be humble with what you know, be humble with your education. Use it to uplift people. Don't ever use it to belittle people because that's not going to take you nowhere in life. And also don't hold on things that nobody else knows, thinking and having the thoughts that you got one up on people. You know what I mean? That one, again, it will never take you anywhere in life. Be humble with your education, uplift people, and share that education with everyone. Don't ever think, oh, I know this, I'm going to keep this to myself so no one else knows, so I can have one up on people. That will never get you anywhere in life. You know what I mean? So I tell my team that all the time. Share education, share your thoughts. What you say is as relevant as what I say. You know, I'm trying to say, like, just because I'm the manager don't mean shit. Let's talk, let's communicate. Every time I do meetings, man, we're one team. Let's communicate. This is not me managing the meeting. This is us talking and spitballing ideas. And I always try to get everyone involved from the highest to the lowest. If you are looking at the hierarchy chart, I always go to I'm looking at the hierarchy chart, this bullshit thing, but I always go to the people at the bottom. I'm like, yo, what do you think? I would love to get your opinion. Or listen, you're empowered to email the team, or you're empowered to email someone and say, do this and that. I'm giving, like, listen, don't feel that you're not empowered. I'm telling you always, you're always empowered to make decisions. And if something goes wrong, cool. I'm accountable. You know what I mean? I always tell them, make mistakes, cool. If it is, I'm accountable. You know what I mean? I will take extreme ownership over any mistake that happens. And we'll discuss it. If a mistake happens and it causes problems, we'll discuss it. We'll figure it out. But don't be scared to make mistakes. And if you make them, don't be scared that you're going to get in trouble. I will always have your back, and I will take full accountability and ownership of any mistake that comes from anyone. And we will resolve it after that. You know what I mean? Mistakes are obviously something that you learn from, you grow from, you have to emotionally get over. You can't hold on them, man. They are emotional. I get emotional over mistakes that I make. And I'm like, fuck, why did I do that? Or why did I do this? And I think about it when I'm having my dinner. I was like, I should have said this. But that's the whole process of making mistakes, learning from it, owning up to it, learning from it, and then getting over it, emotionally, also, finding a solution as well of your mistake and then getting over it emotionally. That's the process. So I try to be real with my team all the time, man. And I hope I think I got a good relationship with my team, and they know this hierarchy bullshit don't mean nothing to me. So don't ever, think that, oh, I'm the leader, I have to do. No, I'm the boss. Nah, man, I'm not your boss. I've just got your back. Pull it that way. I got your back. Bro, trust me, a lot of people still don't respect my position. I feel it all the time. I feel it all the time. There's loads of people not within my team specifically. I'm talking about other teams, sales teams, custom teams and whatnot. Bro, I still feel that because they don't loop me in things, or they don't tell me things, or they don't want to get me involved in things. There's a lot of people that don't respect my position. But you know what? That used to hold me back. Those people used to hold me back. But you know what? It was me that held myself back because I cared about what they think. Now I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit about them. But a lot of people still don't include me in things because they don't respect my position. They still don't. I see it.
Yeah, I think
And I don't give a fuck anymore.
I'm going through that as well. So, and you don't want to give people like that time and day, because that means they don't respect people, bro. They don't respect the job, and they don't want to work as a team. Everybody wants to take credit. I think we live in a time now which is really difficult, where people want to pretend to be something.
Social media.
I make this. I make this much.
Right there.
Well, I know, but I think people do that in general when they've got money as well. There's people that have got money, they want to do these big things, and then they ask questions like, "How come you? Why you? Why you?" Because I love what I do, man. I love what I do. I put 100% in everything we do. We work. We don't get paid for everything that we do. Some things you just do because of passion, because you love it. Your passion is, golf, expensive cars, girls, alcohol, drugs, whatever. That's going to be. That's some people's passion. That's what you want to do. But you can't ask me why. Why me? Is it because I'm the middle class working dude? I'm that one. I'm not worthy of it. No, it's not that, dude. I put the work in, and I absolutely love what I do. That nothing will ever change that. Nothing will change that. I think when I had that change of mind, and as things happened, and I'll continue doing the things I love. I love making content. So and that's what we've been doing. I'm not looking for validation, because I could post a video and get 1 like on it. Doesn't bother me. The video's out there. That one person who liked it, enjoyed it. That's the main thing, man. I think people forget the fact that we live in a world now where it's superficial, materialistic, and people are not kind, bro. People are not kind. People feel like they're owed something. I've learned that, bro, now. I'm not owed nothing. Not from nobody, not from anything. I've learned that. I kept on always being the victim, thinking I'm owed something. Something's going to happen. I am in this position because I was put in that position. I have to deal with that situation. I have to keep moving forward. I've done enough of running and not facing my issues. And this, kids are the new energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I love what I do. I think I need to make that clear. I am an artist. I think the 2 weeks I had at Gallery 37 really confirmed the love I have for what I do, confirm that I love doing art, and I love comic book art. I love comics. It confirmed I'm an artist. There's nothing else. I'm not a marketer. And that's not a job role. The job role doesn't define me. I am an artist. I love what I do. So
I mean, it's good. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I was gonna say, do you know what's crazy? Yeah, because it came to mind the other day, now as you were talking about it, just that validation and whatnot. Like, I don't feel like I'm owed anything, and I don't feel like I owe anyone anything, right? Like, and especially I don't feel like anyone owes me shit. It's me. I have to work hard. I have to put the hard work in, and I've been doing that. The reason why I think I've done well in my job is because of loyalty and trying to do my best. People always know that I'm trying to do my best. I might not be as smart as most people, but I've never sat there like I'm owed anything. I fucking work hard regardless. If I've been given great opportunities like I have been, like moving around the world, I tell this to my boss every year. So they give me be it promotion or pay rise or whatever. And whatever the pay rise is, because this year, we had a bad year last year. It wasn't as great, and I wasn't expecting much at all, because I was like, cool, like we had a bad year, all that stuff. People got let go, all that sort of stuff. In my mind, I'm like, I ain't owed shit. The business ain't done. When the business was good, they were giving out money and shit all over the place and free trips to New York. When the business is bad, and I'm not sitting here telling you that I'm a company man and whatnot. I mean, I just understand it and whatnot. So when the business was bad, I didn't expect anything. And when I got what I got, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I didn't expect anything. So anything small is just amazing. But I always tell my manager the same thing. Of course, this is based on my previous year's performance. What's the whole point of a bonus and promotion, is based on what we think you're capable of, based on what you've been doing. But I always tell them, I'm going to show you, not only did I earn this through the last year, but I'm going to earn this now. Like, I'm going to show you in the next year how I do deserve this, and I'm going to earn this. I always do that. So it's not just about, oh, you give me a promotion, you gave me a pay rise, I'm gonna sit back and chill. It's like, no. I'm gonna continuously to
People don't live by that, though, bro.
show you that I earn this. Yeah, and that's why I don't feel like I'm owed anything, even when we don't get shit. I'm not gonna say much, but there's people that I know that, like, because they been, when the business was doing good, they've been promoted and given pay rise every year. The 1 year that the business is doing bad and they've never experienced a bit, they start complaining. Oh, why didn't I get a promotion? Why didn't I get this? I'm like, read the room. Like, we lost multiple staff, team members and whatnot, like, this year. Like, you're trying to do that. But there was something else that came to mind about this whole materialistic stuff that happened to me recently, which I've got no complaints about, but it did spark off shit. And I get where people get it for. So, you know, my Instagram and whatnot, I've been a bit slow on it recently anyway, but my stories, I know, you know, my normal stories, comic book stuff, gym stuff, cool. The other day I posted the unrelieving of my reveal of my car, you know, just because the video was there and whatnot, and I was happy and all that sort of stuff. So, and I guess I wanted to share it. But
Proud moment.
I was very proud.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, I was very proud.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would enjoy it and feel so proud at this time and whatnot. But alhamdulillah, it was nice. I posted it on my Instagram as a story, but I've never received for stories so many views, likes, and thumbs ups and emojis and all that sort of stuff for that one post, for that materialistic car. Alhamdulillah, I'm happy, I'm grateful that I've been put in this position that I can get the car, and I'm happy that everyone had enjoyed my success with me. You know what I mean? That was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful moment. But I've never had that much engagement in my life. But I got it for a materialistic thing. And it just goes to show, like, people get a buzz off that, because I got a buzz off that. I was like, oh my God, people are congratulating me and saying more than my wedding pictures, more than all that sort of stuff. It was the car that gave me all of that
Dopamine, bro. It's a dopamine rush.
It did. I'm not gonna lie. Again, bro, I got more interaction and feedback than I did for my wedding pictures and stuff like that. It was crazy. Anyway, I posted it as a story. My idea before was that I'm gonna post it as a feed, because I want to remember this in the future and whatnot. But after that, you know, and I got the dopamine rush and I was like, this is awesome. I decided not to, because I was like, you know what? Like, there's no need to post it as a feed, like, to get more of this dopamine and whatnot. Just leave it. You know what I mean? Like, I decided
your
not
face
to.
got exposed.
So it was an interesting one. It was a battle. It was almost a battle with myself, of like, oh, don't follow that. Like, it was lovely, it was nice, and you shared it, and you shared a proud moment, and alhamdulillah, I think it's amazing. But don't get sucked into it and to be like, oh, okay, wait, this is what got me likes. So maybe I post more materialistic shit. There's a reason why I stopped posting things of like food and restaurants I'm going, because I go to a lot of cafes and restaurants in Dubai, like fancy fucking looking places, but I don't post it because after one Ramadan, I think it was 2 years ago, I just, you know, Ramadan came and I was like, no, I'm not going to post food stuff anymore, because people don't get food in the world. So why should I post all this fancy food I'm eating? And I stopped, you know, so I never post anything about food or luxury sort of stuff. But yeah, no, it just listen, I guess I'm just not that guy, but I went through it. I was challenged with like, oh, like, this is a way for me to get likes and interactions, post materialistic shit. But I'm not gonna follow that down. But the last thing I just wanted to say on this whole thing, right, when you talked about hierarchy and this whole cultural and, corporate hierarchy and shit. This is the one thing I've been learning and loving about Islam. Is like when there is no hierarchy. Like when you see people, when you see Hajj and everyone walking around it equally, everyone's dressed the same. There's a reason why you're just dressed in 2 pieces of cloth, because you are the same as everyone. Doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, whatever. When you're praying, you're standing side by side by a brother, that doesn't matter who they are or what position they're in or what car they drive or how much money they. None of that matters. I've seen loads of posts of people praying and the person. It happened to me. At the gym. The coaches, they're fighters. They've been doing wrestling their whole life. They're teaching the class. But when it came to prayer, they asked me to lead this new guy who's just a student in wrestling and training. But when it came to Islam and prayer, they were like, no, brother, you lead. It just shows there's no hierarchy when it comes to Islam. And it was just a beautiful thing that I've always knew this, but when you witness it, when you see it more, when you get more involved, you're like, oh, that's beautiful. So it's just another thing that I feel like, in my opinion, that a thing that solves things. Like one of the things in Islam that could solve world problems in regards to hierarchy. Just wanted to kind of share that point because I've been getting a lot more.
It's a good thing. It's the way it should be. We should be all seen as one. But the human race are not like that, man. It's systematically taught to separate us.
Yep.
And the more I'm actually watching this documentary before we came on here for dinner, Behind the Mask. And it's on Disney Plus. It's about the Marvel comics and their journey. And originally these are created by Jewish immigrant artists like Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, Stan Lee. These guys are coming and they put a part of themselves in that story and that journey of these characters. Yes, they look perfect, but there are things that they've put in there themselves of the struggles that they've gone through. And they were talking about the historic cover of Cap punching Hitler in the face. And that's a message from Jack Kirby saying, this is what this bastard is doing. Nia, this guy is doing to my people. You know what I mean? And then when we started getting like Black Panther come in and they made him his King T'Challa, it made a whole race fully excited about a character that they've introduced into this universe. It's amazing, bro. So like, it's definitely a good watch. I'm gonna finish it off.
I'm gonna look into that. I was just.
We're just finding our place, isn't it? I think it's hard. I think people don't know who they are, even with everything they've got. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm 42 this year, bro. I know who I am now and what I can provide. It's taken a long time.
It takes time, man. It takes time. People can't. First of all, it's crazy that they want children to figure out who the hell they are at the age of 16 to 20, whatever it is. Your brain doesn't fully develop until 24, 25 or whatever it is anyway. And then even then, you're in your early 20s. You're still making mistakes. You're still trying to figure out. People can never figure. It's hard for people to figure it out. Some people never do. And alhamdulillah, I think maybe we're both in a position where we figured it out, but you never know when we get into that. Like, I want to be a personal trainer still. Maybe when I get into it, I'm like, fuck, I can't do it. Or maybe I can never put myself in a position to do it because I don't want to do it for money, which is why I've got this goal where I'm trying to set myself financially free. So when I do it, it's not about money, because the moment I get into it and it's all about money, I've lost the passion. So that's why I'm really trying my best not to do it for money. That's why I'm trying to work hard to set myself financially free. And that's not being a millionaire or billionaire. That's just having that property that I've got in London now paid off. And I want to buy another property where I can live in for my family, or inshallah in the future. So be it in Dubai or in the UK. And that's, if I could pay that off, that's financially free. And then I could really get into my passion. So some people never figure out, man. And I think in school, they don't really encourage that, man. Take your time. You're not going to figure it out, but try and understand where you want to be. What do you enjoy? And that's going to lead you to who you want to be and what you want to do. But you don't get that, man. You don't get that in school, unfortunately.
No, it's tough. It's a tough one. Anyway, listen, bro, before we go off, we could get deep and
whole podcast can be deep.
And Nia's going to be screaming throughout the whole podcast. So, guys, apologies. And
She's Miss Chilled. Nah, man. Nia's too chilled, bro. She don't scream like that. She's chilled. So she's gonna be cool. But I get you, bro. But yeah, no, guys, we got deep. But as always, we got news. Geek out news.
Always got news. A couple of shout outs now before we do that. So as I said at the beginning, shout outs to Ian who works with Sense Labs. Massive shout outs to him. Yusuf's episode was great. Shout outs to you as well, dude. Who else? Somebody else messaged me recently. Let me just check my messages, man. Showing love, but thanks to Ati, our sister, for covering the screening last week and this week, which I forgot to talk about last week. She got to see the Nun 2, and that her and Shibs got to see it, which was really good. And they said it's all right. It's not as good as the first one, but loads of jump scares in there. She got to see A Haunting in Venice yesterday, which is continued. It's the number 3. It's a trilogy. I think I can't remember the other two. What was the first two, man? Anyway, it's gone right out of my head, but she said it was a really good screening. The grandson of the person who wrote Pyro was there. The producer was there. She really enjoyed it. She goes, it's got the same vibes and mystery that the original 2 movies had, but with a couple of jump scares in there. But no, that comes out on Friday, guys. And then we've got Barbie home screening, so we're gonna catch that during this week. That's come out, so we're gonna watch that.
Shout out today, right? Digital release came out today.
Digital release come out today. Yep, that's right.
The 12th, maybe it's yesterday, the 12th. I'm actually gonna watch it finally. I'm gonna get a copy of that digital release, and finally I can watch it this weekend.
Yeah, so that's happening. But yeah, bro, jump in. This girl has vomited everywhere. God damn.
All right.
Silly Billy.
Oh no. Let her vomit. You know what? She vomited all over me. Did she vomit on me? No, that was Alara. That was Ayla, sorry.
No, Ayer, yeah.
Yeah, she nearly shitted on me though, Nia. Remember when I had her?
Yeah.
She nearly shitted on me, and then I gave her to Bubby, and then the shit went all over her. I'll start off. Sound of Freedom was the first thing on my list, but if you need to attend to Nia, we can come back to that. Or can you?
No. Let's go for it. She's all right. I just cleaned it up.
Tell me, man. I told you it won't be easy, but tell me what you went through, man. What was your feelings, basically? Like this is not a movie review. This is more about feelings. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we know it's happening in the world. People that are conscious about what's happening in the real world will know that this is stuff that's happened, and it's a hard watch. Bro, I was crying all the way through it, man. I had a lump in my throat most of it. It was something I couldn't shift after. I came out and my bus was running late. Took me over an hour to go from Enfield to where I live, bro. Plus I got a bus up foot. And I just had this daunting, heavy heart, bro. It's like really heavy heart. And I've been watching, like while I was waiting for the bus, I was watching other people's reviews. And I know this movie has come with bare issues, bro. But I think people have forgotten the main thing about what the message was, about how big this industry is. And made me angry, bro. Really angry.
When you say reviews, I mean, obviously don't expose people, but what are people saying? Like, what do you mean? What are they reviewing? Like the movie?
So a lot of them, because they're right-winged. I don't really know about this right-wing, left-wing thing. But people that are right-wing that are against the film, I think really giving it. Is it right-wing or left? One of them. Anyway, bro.
Whatever, whoever the fuck, yeah.
Yeah, the people that just there's a different agenda to it. A lot of the people said the movie is shit. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the movie's bad. Jim, the actor is rubbish. I was like, bloody hell, man! Like,
really?
Caviezel. Yeah, they were like, sorry, he's rubbish, and I was like,
that's not his surname. Man. I butchered that anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, it was really bad, bro. Like some of the reviews I was watching, which made me more angry because I was like, they're not, they are parents as well, but they just don't. Listen, man, it's Punisher stuff, bro. It's like they did it strategically. I'd kill a person. I know that now.
But
it's hard to say that.
But this
I'd
is
strangle the guy.
But this is my thing, you know, what I was saying about, because obviously Tim Bollard, again, shout outs to him, is a freaking hero.
He's a hero. He's a hero.
But then people, that's what I'm trying to say. Those are different breeds of people. The real life knows the strategy of extracting someone. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And save these children. If he went Punisher style, he would not have survived.
No, of course. And there's
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We in our fantasy reality want to see this guy Frank Castle go out and smash these people and kill, but that's not a reality in the world. Now, don't you know what I mean? Some like you need a strategist like Tim Bollard who's gonna extract someone. But I can't believe people are like, first of all, like, see, this is what I'm saying. I couldn't review it as a movie because it's not.
No.
It's a message. It's about this industry. It's about exposing this industry. No, it's not a movie.
Exactly.
And I don't give a shit. Jim done an amazing job. Every time I saw his face, I saw pain in his fucking eyes. And I don't even think that he done a brilliant job to make me feel how much pain he was going through because of these children and what he knows. I don't even
100%.
I can't even imagine what Tim was going through. I can't believe people say that he was rubbish. He was amazing. His eyes and his face said it all.
Man, it's a great film. And Jim did great, and all of the supporting actors did great. The story between the brother and sister, bro, I just lump in my throat. Like and you know the way it connected, and you know how his wife supported him. You know, the government, they have their own agenda.
That's what I'm saying.
The thing is taking it into his own hands. Bless him, man. Like, the guy's a hero. He's a hero. He's an unsung hero. He's somebody that people need to talk more about. But people need to know about this as well, you know. Keep your kids close, man. Understand what's going on. Pay attention to things. And
I'm surprised he hasn't showed up on Joe Rogan's podcast yet. I mean, not that he's supposed to, but when this movie was coming out, it was getting boycotted. I was just waiting for it to come out on Rogan's podcast, just because I knew Rogan will, I don't know, not be on it, but probably have Tim Bollard as a guest. I hope he does still. I hope it's in the works to get him as a guest and really talk about this horrible industry, that $150 billion industry. I believe he put some stats in the movie saying after, was it drugs? It's the second most profitable business, or was it arms?
no, bro, it was more. I felt like it was more.
Yeah.
It's horrible. And listen, they did well, bro. Like, pay it forward as well. Buy tickets for other people. Get free tickets if you can't afford it. It's different, bro. It's about spreading the message, and bless them. Listen, bro, I can't even say I enjoyed the movie. It's a good movie. Hard watch. You know, some scenes I just teared up, bro. I was like, bro, I remember taking tissue with me before I left the house because everybody said it was going to be a hard watch and it was going to be hard. And then luckily I did, bro, because, you know, glasses were steaming, eyes watering, nose snot. I was like, where the hell is the snot coming from? But it was because I was so emotional, and I think it even hit me harder because I watched The Green Mile the day before. And as a massive shout out that I got to give to Michael Clark Duncan, because that performance as John Kofi is absolutely amazing. But he says it in there as well, man. We're ugly to each other, man, as human beings. And I'm tired of being around that type of badness and negativity. And you know, Sound of Freedom is the badness of the world, bro. The how deep they go in. You know what I mean? Like, it's horrendous, bro. Like, you know, it's hard to think about that, about our kids. Hard to think about that's a world that these things happen. You know, you could just disappear off the face of the planet. You know what I mean? That's it, gone. It's probably one of the hardest things that anybody has to go through. And most people just give up, bro. Most people just give up.
I what you're feeling is that, like I said, man, there was a lump in my throat the whole film of just crying, but there's also like, there was this, I just thought that there's this whole revenge punishment that's going to come out to these people, you know what I mean? But obviously you didn't get that, but the success of putting a few people behind bars and saving those children, but then also saving that girl. But that was all amazing and what he accomplished. But it was, you know, but there's so much more out there. And I always just like, and he just goes to show like his government wouldn't support. And okay, it maybe in one way it's like, well, where the American government? Why are we gonna like try and find some Colombian kids or whatever it is? You know, that's something for their government to sort out. But the fact is, you know, in America, there's so many pedophiles that give money towards that business. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that you're funding that business. But I said this before, like if only world leaders will come together, you know, and this is one case where world leaders could come together and, you know, team up to destroy this billion-dollar business. But they won't, because like I said,
man. That's
they won't.
their
They
involvement.
won't. Because they look at they blow up kids and shit anyway with drones and whatnot. And you saw this whole thing with Epstein. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
that was
Oh,
all
bro.
true. That was all true, and that's why
Yeah,
it's
that
exposed.
was
That
right,
whole
yeah.
thing was Epstein's island, bro. I mean, there was a real
Yeah,
story
yeah,
there,
yeah.
but that was all Epstein's island. And you saw the documentary on Netflix. You had Bill Clinton and all these high respected quotation marks people in high positions, scientists and politicians, all going to Epstein's island to be with young children. It's disgusting. It's a real thing, but why isn't this the number one thing on news? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I work for a big news publication, and our main thing is, you know, giving the world the true news, which helps dictate the world into a better place. No, it doesn't. Otherwise, this will be all over the fucking news. This will be the front page every day to be like, we need to resolve this as a human race because these are children, these are babies, and these criminals are making $150 billion off it a year. And we you know, and we're doing nothing about it. If we were true news, if all these publications were true news, that would be a number one thing on the homepage every day to be like, we need to resolve this as a human race. But nope, that's not gonna happen because business is business, and most of these motherfuckers are probably involved in it too. Excuse my language.
No,
I'm getting
exactly.
emotional
No,
again.
it's true. It's true. Very true. It's a hard one. Sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to shit in a poo poo.
Changing
You
on
did a
live
poo-poo.
on the podcast.
Live on the podcast.
So
Yeah,
yeah, no,
so
I'm
then-
glad you got a chance to watch it, man. I mean,
Yeah.
anything else you want to add to that?
No, listen, bro. I think everybody in that film played such an important role to bring this message across. You know, the sad thing is that this movie was made over 5 years ago. Netflix, Amazon, all of these places said nah. So I'm glad this company called Angel came and got it out.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
good
And
film.
what's his
And
name?
people need to go see it.
Mel Gibson was a big part of it as well. He was a producer, right? At the end of
Yeah.
yeah, he was a producer of it, and he's coming out with a documentary, I think, soon to expose this industry even more. So look out for that. I think the success of this movie, which is brilliant, that it got successful, has kind of led to Mel, because they were trying to boycott Mel Gibson as well. But I believe, like, when you can't boycott someone, like, you got to just kind of, I guess, join the team. So I think he's got a documentary coming out that he's going to be putting out that exposes this industry more, and I think exposes, you know, Hollywood and all these, you know, A-list people, whatever, that are involved in this bullshit. So I hope that comes out, and shout out to Mel Gibson for doing that. And yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, such an important message that needs to be shared with the world, man. We need to.
No,
I know
if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a great film. It's
Cool,
it's
man.
a powerful movie. Powerful
Very.
movie.
Very, very. Sound of Freedom, guys. Go watch it. Go watch it. Go support it. Spread awareness. Okay, cool. Always hard to move on from that one, but we got to move on somewhere. Okay, a bit more on a brighter note. Ahsoka, man. Ahsoka. Bro. So, I watched episode 4 last week. First of all, Rafe Stevenson is just she's so fucking cool. Rafe Stevenson's character is so fucking cool. Like,
Very.
again, I'm not the best Star Wars fan in the sense I don't know everything. However, I am really, really enjoying this show. It's just so good. One of my friends from Singapore gave me a lowdown on the whole Osaka. Osaka. I can't even say her name. Osaka? Am I saying Ahsoka? Fucking hell.
Ahsoka, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, gave me a whole lowdown on her background because he's a big Star Wars fan. Just telling why she walked away from the Jedi Council. She didn't really agree with everything that they did, but she had a natural ability towards the powers. But what I loved was the backstory that, you know, Anakin trained her, and obviously we all know how he turned out. But
Mm.
he showed up at the end of the episode, which was freaking epic. So this week's episode is going to be hopefully something special, man. And it's amazing.
It will be.
It's really amazing what they've taken. Like, it's really amazing what they've done with this Star Wars content, man. I'm really enjoying it.
No, listen, bro, absolutely amazing. We get in this content now, and it's amazing. We could go back years ago and be like, what they're gonna do with Star Wars and how they're gonna do it. Respects, man. Dave Filoni, John Favreau, you guys have pushed it, carried it, paid more respect to these characters, and we got a live version of Ahsoka out. It's mad, bro. The Rebels, and it's a great cast. Rest in peace, Ray Stevenson. He's amazing. He's really good. I love what they did there at the last episode, the fight scene where he kind of embodied a knight.
Yes.
In his style of fighting, and then she's got the samurai.
Yeah.
And she's done good amount of training, bro. Some of the scenes in that, the way she moves, as you said, is amazing, bro. Absolutely amazing. No, good fun. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's episode.
Me too.
Can I add something to the list?
Yeah.
Or, like,
just
jump
before
in now.
Just
Yeah,
before we go off that, but episode 5 is going to be so big. Apparently, it's going to be playing in selected theaters, marking the first Star Wars theatrical release since the rise of the Skywalker in 2019. So this episode might be. That's how. Apparently, if they're putting it in cinema, some certain theaters, this episode must be amazing. So just look out for that. Look out there. What do you want to throw in though? What do you want to throw in?
No, that's actually really good. That's really good. If they do that, that episode got to be an hour long, man. Allow these 30 minutes episodes, man. Come on, man.
I'll go in cinema paying 20 quid and you get a 22-minute show. I'll be upset. I'll be like, unless it's that good.
God damn.
What is that?
God damn.
What you got?
The biggest spider just turned up, bro.
Oh, lose.
Hold on. Let me see if we can get this.
Allow it. Where is it? It's not in focus, but I see a little black dot.
Bro, hold up, man. I need to catch this, man. Today's all happening on the podcast, man. Nappy changes, bomber clat, spider.
But what are you gonna do with that? I'll leave it, bro. Like I don't want to see it. I'm no good with bugs. When it comes to bugs, I'm running. I'm running. I can't deal with bugs. I've never forget that moment in Singapore when that cockroach ran over my hand. Ooh, I could feel that shit now, man. Fuck that, man. Fuck bugs. Bugs are aliens. Bugs are aliens. Just because they're on planet Earth, we think they're normal. No, they're aliens with their tentacles and multiple arms and fucking shit moving. Fuck bugs, man. Anyway, sorry.
Hoover this bastard, bro. He's too big.
You're gonna hoover him?
Yeah. He's massive, bro.
But watch him jump on you. Watch this, guys. Watch the freak out coming soon.
This has been in Alara's room, bro. You wanna hoover this guy, man? Watching it live on the podcast. Hoover this guy, man.
Special guest
So
Spider-Man.
you could from a special guest, Spider-Man. Hold up, I'll send you a picture.
Send me the picture and then I'll pull it on the camera.
Hold up. No, let me hoover this thing first, bro.
Oh, here we go, guys.
Sorry,
here we go. Watch this thing jump on him. Watch this thing jump on him.
How's it going? He's in there. Oh, goddamn.
Where is it? Did you hoover? We didn't even hear the hoover come on.
That's good noise cancellation, bro.
Oh,
that thing was massive. Let's see if he's in there.
Yeah, watch him crawl out, man. Come straight after you.
He's gone now.
Cannot deal with it. But my Instagram feed is filled with creepy crawlers because I clicked on a couple here and there. Always these things from Australia. Man's taking a shit and this big ass banana spider type thing comes straight underneath the door. I'm like, bro, I could never live in Australia or the Amazon or any of that shit. I would just kill me, man. Just eat me. I'm done.
You know what?
Places.
Look at your phone, bro. Share it with the listeners. So, oh my god.
What have we got here? Oh, allow it. Oh, that's a big ass. That's a big boy. Can you guys see that? It's a bit blurry. But that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Ooh, that's a big boy, bro. How the hell did that?
Bro.
How the hell did that show up? Come in your why? How is there spiders like that in London?
Yeah, bro. Listen, that.
You guys see that? How is there spiders like that in London? That's the corner of the frame. Allow it. Allow it. You know what? Like I said, spiders like that size will freak me out. It's cockroaches and beetles and all that other shit that messes up my life, bro. Those are the things I can't deal with.
You know what? That's just. We had a massive one before. You know, when the table was on this side of the room, and now that just crawled up from behind there. So yeah, definitely that's coming through the window, and it lights the dark spots behind the tea. Like this, that's made me sweat for no reason, bro. Yeah, hopefully. I know I hoovered it, but I'm not sure if that's going to be. He's going to climb out, bro. If he climbs out, then you know, good on him. Right?
Leave it. I'm not on those things, man. But spiders. What else is going on? Kibs, you had something to add. You ready to carry on with the news? We'll just wait for Kibs as he's going through his thing. But yeah, no, Ahsoka. I know we were talking about that. You know what it reminded me of though, actually, before Kibble gets into it and while he's dealing with the spider thing. Back in the days when Blockbuster videos existed and there were still VHSs, there was this, I think at the time, it was like a 30th anniversary. So when did the first Star Wars come out? 78?
6 or 78, I think. 78.
So do you remember that box set that we bought, the 30th anniversary or something like that?
Yeah.
And then we kept on going back. We would watch all of them. We would watch Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, or 4, 5, and 6, all the way New Hope to whatever. And then if we notice a little issue on the VHS tape, like a little crack, we'll take it back to Blockbuster. And we changed that thing like 5, 6 times because we're like, no, this one has a crack on it. It needs to be immaculate. Do you remember that, bro?
Yeah,
and then we still got that collection somewhere. There must be, right?
I think Sassa's got it now.
Because I think we bought it for him actually. But
yeah, we bought it for him as a birthday gift.
Yes, that was it. That I bet you that's worth some money. I don't know if he's kept it in good condition or got rid of it, but I remember that, man. VHS special edition. I remember how it looked because the box. Darth Vader was. I mean, was he the first villain that everyone loved? It must have been, right? I mean, Scarface. Scarface came out after that, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I think he's like the first villain in cinema history that everyone loved. It's like, hold on, wait, he's the villain, but everyone loved him. Everyone loved the stormtroopers as well as they loved the Jedis. Anyway, but you said you had something to add. What did you want to add? Do you remember? Yeah.
So, have you been watching Only Murderers in the Building?
No, I haven't.
Only Murders in the Building.
I haven't. Go on, spoil it.
Great season. Yeah. Great season. I'm not going to spoil it. So it's a weekly episode that comes out on Disney Plus, or if you've got Hulu, it's coming out on that. But bro, people were there. No, what came out? An article came out on Monday, yesterday. I don't know which company it's from, but they were abusing Martin Short, bro. Like talking about how they hate him.
What? Hate him?
Well, they hate him, bro. Like, you know, he's rubbish, blah, blah, blah. That destroying him. Like, but it had nothing to do with anything. It wasn't a review or anything like that. It wasn't about, oh, you know what? The film's not great and he's not great in it. Like, you know, they just abused him. The guy's one of the most funniest guys in the world, man. And he's been doing it for 50, 60 years, bro. And he's still doing it. And he's still a funny dude. I don't know why somebody would attack him like that.
I mean, if this article sounds like just some random.
No, it's from like a good source, bro. Like
for real.
They usually do like reviews and stuff like that. Laura, you're gonna fall. Be careful. Can you go on the other side, please?
Yeah, but they probably hate him because they're not in his position. You know what I'm trying to say? If you hate someone if you hate someone like, especially Martin Short, he's done so much great things from like Free Fugitives and Free Amigos and whatever. Like if you're saying
in a space, man,
in a space, freaking Dennis Quaid was in that movie.
Yeah. Meg Ryan.
your Snatch movie, not Snatch, Stray movie, which was funny because I was like, is that Dennis Quaid? And he was like, I'm fucking Dennis Quaid. I was like, anyway, in respect, I mean, if they're saying that they hate him so much, then they're probably just jealous because of what he's achieved and that they haven't achieved. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Yeah, I have, you know what? After I moved to Dubai and I haven't had access to Disney Plus, I just haven't been able to watch it really. So yeah, I mean, I stopped, like, I think I watched a bit of season 2 and then I moved and then now I don't have Disney Plus anymore, which I probably
It's
should
great,
invest
bro.
in it, yeah.
I think I'll be honest, like their chemistry in that is amazing. Steve Martin and Mike Short are brilliant together as well. It's one of my favorite shows. I really enjoy it. Really, it's a mystery program, but it brings me so much joy because they play such doofuses on there. It brings out each of their characters and what they're capable of doing, and still being able to make the world smile. You know what I mean? That's a hard thing to do, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and as a world, we've gone through so much in the past couple of years. These guys are still making us laugh, and they're in their 80s, bro. So
I think
bless them,
80,
man. Good
it
on
can't
them.
be 80s,
What?
man. It must be like late 60s or something, man. Or 50s.
Hold on, man. Let's find out now.
It can't be 80s,
Quickly.
man. I reckon in 60s somewhere.
73, Martin Short.
73. Damn, he's doing
Yeah.
good.
Steve Martin. 78.
Wow. Wow. He's 78. He looks good. He looks good for a 78-year-old. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Good for him, man. Good for him.
Good energy. They still have good energy, bro. Like
Yeah, but that's probably why they live so long. I've been watching this documentary on Netflix. This one that came out about centurions or people who live over 100 years old. Like it's called like the Blue Zone and whatnot. You know, you got Okinawa, Japan. You got certain parts of Greece and Italy, certain parts of South America and whatnot. And they were just talking about the lifestyle, and it wasn't, yes, healthy, good diet and all that sort of stuff. And what was interesting was it wasn't like, there was a lot of complex carbs, but real food. You know what I mean? Like when I say carbs, complex carbs like sweet potatoes and stuff like that, right? But it's all and a bit of meat, right? They all did say they don't eat as much meat, but it's all real food. That's the point. It's not this carby shit that we eat. But also it was lifestyle. Like, for example, just being with people, with being with family, all that sort of stuff, laughter. For example, in Japan, they sit on the floor. So because they're constantly getting up and down, it's like they're doing squats all day, getting up and down, which helps. In I think it was a part of Greece or Italy, there's loads of steeps. So they're constantly doing hill walks and stuff like that. So just a natural form of exercise, mental and stability and whatnot, being with people, loved ones, and then having a diet which is based around pure good foods and whatnot, and grown foods and whatnot, not no bullshit processed shit that we eat, which makes them live. But there was this one woman who was of 100 years old, and she was freaking chopping down trees with an axe. I'm like, what the fuck? Like she's amazing. So yeah, no. To live old, man, you get stress-free. Try to be less stress-free. Anyway, should we move on?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this, bro.
Other things that came out this week that I enjoyed watching was I Am Groot season 2. Short 5 minutes, 4 5-minute episodes.
Easy clips, yeah.
Easy little clips, nothing. There was Easter eggs in it, but I didn't follow that stuff, man. It was cool. It was just cute little episodes of Groot. Or whatnot. Yeah. So worth watching. And then Top Boy season 3 came out. I watched episode 1. I love that show. I think it's a great show. If you've ever seen The Wire, I want to say this is kind of like the British version of that, but it's really good. Kano is amazing in it. And who's the other guy? Asher D, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're wicked. They're amazing at it. Great show. Do check it out. If you're a British fan, you don't have to be British, but if you like that sort of street, how do I pull it, man? That street criminal organization sort of thing. But also like just stories of people who live in those sort of environments. There's council estates and all that sort of stuff. It's a good watch. I really enjoyed that. So Top Boy season 3 is out. All right. Marvel news, bro. Marvel news. apparently, this could be fake news, but Josh Hartnett as Doctor Doom in the MCU. But I think they've offered him it, or there's rumors of him being offered the role or being in there for auditioning or something like that. Josh Hartnett. I don't know. I saw him. Obviously, he was in Oppenheimer. Yeah, I actually remember him from that movie, The Faculty, but he's been in a few things.
He's been in quite a lot of stuff. Quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah, what do you think of him as Doctor Doom?
Nah.
Okay.
No, I'm not a big fan. I don't think they need to get somebody new, somebody, you know,
They
they
should
don't
get
need
the Oppenheimer guy. What's his name?
Cillian
Oh.
Murphy.
Yeah, man, he would be freaking amazing.
So somebody did say that recently, and he was in an interview and he said, it depends on the script.
Yeah, he
But,
would be good, I think.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he can do with the character, definitely.
All right, well, that's that. They're still trying to figure that out. Apparently, you know, Godzilla as well. Who's the freaking Galactus will be the main villain in that movie, in that Fantastic Four movie. Hopefully they do him right. I don't see no reason why you don't do him right after what I saw in Eternal. So that'll be interesting. Marvel news: the project of the Midnight Angels will be a series in addition to Okoye and Anika in the series will return Shuri, Nakia, and T'Challa's son Ayer and M'Baku. So
Nice.
it's a little Black Panther spin-off that will be coming out as a show apparently, which would be good.
That'll be good.
Cool. Captain Marvel. Oh no, the Marvels was getting dissed recently for his CGI. I don't know if you saw that new Journey to the Marvel sort of thing, and there was a clip where she was flying with the cat on her shoulder in space. And apparently someone, you know, they've been dissing the shit out of the CGI and whatnot. But it got compared to the iconic shot from 1983's Jaws 3D, where the shark is floating in the water. And obviously the CGI was basic. So they're kind of comparing them in that, which was, I don't know, it's just getting shitted all over. I don't know.
People need to understand what these artists go through, man, and how much they get paid and why they're striking and all of the madness like that. So it's told you, bro, people ain't kind, bro.
People ain't kind, man. Everyone has their thoughts. Oh, CGI.
But it's negative that works, isn't it? So he'll get the views.
I'm a hypocrite though, man. I said that shit about She-Hulk. I wasn't happy about that shit.
But you still watched it.
I mean, I still watched it, but I did
They
shit
just
all
couldn't-
over it.
Marvel messed up on Marvel don't pay well, and Marvel tried to rush it. That's
Disney,
the sad thing about it.
Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, Disney. You know what I mean? Well,
That's
Disney
the
owns
sad thing
Marvel, it's
about
all the same shit. But yeah, Disney.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. How do I say his name, man? Liev Schreiber. You know the dude who played Sabertooth.
Yeah,
Bro, I
but
can't
just
even-
say that, bro.
Yeah, the
Just say
dude.
that.
I can't even say his name.
Or
The
Ray
dude-
Donovan. He plays Ray Donovan.
Yeah,
Comics
that
figure.
guy. But the guy who played Sabertooth from Wolverine apparently is going to reprise his role as Sabertooth in Deadpool 3. Right? You know his name. Google it. I can't pronounce it. I can spell it out for you, look, but I can't pronounce it. Fucking names, man. So that's you know, that I can't wait for that movie. That Deadpool 3 movie is going to be something else. All right, finishing up with some comic books, last comic book stuff, but from DC. Aquaman trailer is going to be released this Friday. They released a little teaser that came out the other day. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this. Look, Aquaman was like $1 billion movie. It looked great. I just don't know, man, because of what. But I heard rumors that DC Warner Brothers have no faith in this movie because of the flop of all the DC movies, that they're not going to market it. I don't know. That could be a rumor or whatnot. But I have a similar thought. I really don't know what's going to happen with this movie because DC's had like 7 movie flops in a row or something, and people are just not appreciating the content that's coming out with DC. And
it's a shame. It is definitely a shame. I just feel like, yeah, it hasn't got the love. People have picked sides. The fans, it's toxic. I don't know, man, bro. It's a difficult one. I'm not one to talk about it because I've enjoyed all of it and I'll support it always.
Well, be prepared, bro. Be prepared. I'm sure you and the boys will be invited, and not the boys. There's females there too. You and the group will be invited. to the premiere and all that stuff. So be prepared to go enjoy this movie and be a part of the release, because I know you guys will be a part of that.
Yeah, no, it's always a great pleasure, bro. Like, so no, definitely. I'm looking forward to it, bro. I think now, because we look at numbers and what's going on and the rest of it, that's where it gets convoluted. But other than that, you know me, I'll enjoy it as it is.
So would I. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the best movie in the world, but I'm definitely gonna go and watch it and enjoy it, man. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, same,
All right.
same here, bro.
Well, finishing off with a couple things. Nicolas Cage will return for a new National Treasure sequel, and he'll be joined by Keanu Reeves. So get ready for another thrilled adventure. Keanu Reeves and the National, that'd be awesome. I love that dude. And Nicolas Cage does a great job in that National Treasure movie. It's just a simple, almost like a modern day Indiana Jones type of movie, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, definitely is, definitely is, bro.
What else? Chris Hemsworth will to voice Fox McCloud in the upcoming Starfox movie. So get ready for an intergalactic adventure. I believe Starfox was that video game. Do you remember the Nintendo game?
Yeah, like yeah, that's right. Yeah, I recently played it as well, because it was almost like Wipeout, where you had to go through these hoops and stuff, and Wipeout was like the newer version of it. We were actually playing it the other day we got this game thing. So no, interesting. That'd be good.
That's some memories, man, would Wipeout. Do you remember that game? That game was sick.
Wipeout was wicked, bro.
I remember that it had the Prodigy soundtrack on it. That was like, that was sick. Was it Firestar? Was it Firestar?
Firestar, yeah.
That soundtrack was good. And Wipeout was brilliant. We used to play a demo. We didn't even play the game. We had a demo, and we played that demo like it was a damn game. That was awesome. Wipeout, brilliant game.
Definitely.
And shout outs to Prodigy, man, with their brilliant music, man. I love Prodigy. That album, Fat to Land or whatever. I could play that whole album from beginning to end. Every tune is just awesome. Yeah, shout outs to them. I don't even know what the hell happened to them guys, but they used to scare me as well, man. I used to think they were like crazy because they look crazy, man. Prodigy.
Yeah, I mean, they're good musicians. They still do tours and stuff like that. But after the main vocalist passed away, they've just kind of calmed down. But they've got great music, man. Great music. Legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Cool. X-Files turns 30, and here's everything and then there's gonna be a reboot. Ryan Coogler. Did you know about this?
No.
So Ryan Coogler is looking to do a reboot of X-Files, and that will be interesting. I mean, obviously Mulder and Scully was such a big part of it. I wonder if it's going to be a new Mulder and Scully, if he gets them guys involved. I can't remember their real names. What's it? Gillian
Anderson and David Duchovny.
Yeah, I wonder if he gets them involved somehow, because as much as X-Files was amazing, it was Mulder and Scully, right? It was that team up that was amazing. So it'd be interesting to reboot that. But I would say if you're going to do that, make sure, I would say, it follows on from the first one or the original ones or whatever. Otherwise, to build new audience, it's going to be tough. With all these remakes, I say the same things. It's always going to be tough if you don't pay homage or hummus to the originals.
Yeah, no, definitely is, bro.
All right, just finishing up, bro. Just finishing up with a couple things. I heard there's rumors that Joe Rogan's podcast is going to be in GTA 6, which is going to be awesome because GTA has always done a great job with their radio stations with some old school hip hop music to, the one in Vice City, which just had 80s classics, which was amazing. You had the one San Andreas, which had amazing old school hip hop. And then there was the more recent one, which had some great They do an amazing job with their radio station. I think that was one of the best kind of revolutionary things for a video game. But to have Joe Rogan's podcast just to kind of, the times have changed. Radio stations, like, yes, you get music, but people listen to podcasts. That'd be amazing. But I'd be interested to know what part. Is he going to be recording new shit, or would they just take clips of his podcast and pull it in there? That would be interesting. And what he's done so many. What do they talk about? That would be amazing if he's in it. So that's sick. As a Joe Rogan fan,
no, definitely.
I listen to his podcasts. I never fail. He's priority number one when it comes to podcasts. I listen to his shit all the time, and then I listen to everyone else if I have time. Okay. Lupin season 3 coming out October 5th. I've watched season 1 and 2. I love it, so I'm looking forward to that. Expendables 4 comes out this week. I'm planning to watch it on Thursday if I have the time, so we'll see how it goes.
Cool.
And then lastly, I wanted to finish off with this one, bro. I was listening to a podcast, The Real Ones, with obviously my guy, the Punisher, John Bethnal, with David Ayer. And talking about David Ayer real quick, we watched Harsh Times this week, and fucking brilliant movie. But this was an interesting podcast. He went into how the studios fucked up his movie, which was Suicide Squad. And, you know, he had a quick conversation with James Gunn, and James Gunn kind of mentioned there'll be room for the world to see your director's cut. But it was interesting that he was saying how much the studios really fucked up his movie. And what it was BVS came out, and BVS was success in regards to money, but there was so much criticism about the darkness in it. And then because of that, they tried to lighten up his Suicide Squad because it wasn't supposed to be that light. And they took that approach and they completely destroyed his movie. And he was just talking about, I can't remember exactly what he was talking about now. I've kind of gone blank, but I just remember it was like fascinating, and the fact that as a creator, as a director, how your vision can get ruined by people who finance it. And you need these people to finance it sometimes or whatnot, because you have no choice because you can't finance, but they ruin it. And then I think Warner Brothers done the same thing with Zack Snyder and his vision of the world. And it's not fair because people don't know and whatnot of who you know who made these decisions and whatnot. And
no, that's right.
I would love to, now I'm very much interested, or maybe not, like maybe they don't release it and it's one of those hidden gems, but I'd be very much interested to see, because my guy done End of Watch, he done Harsh Times. Like, was he involved in Training Day?
No.
No, what's going on? Anyway, these movies are dark, bro. These are dark movies. Harsh Times is dark, bro. The PTSD and shit that he goes through is a suicidal, like not suicidal, but just a psycho and whatnot. A great movie. Like, these are dark movies. And that's how this movie was supposed to be as well. Like, not that's similar to that, but that was his style. And they ruined it.
No, he's got a specific style in the way he directs. I mean, he did Bright, the Netflix film, which was really good with Will Smith, and I can't remember the other actor's name, but that was really good as well. He just has this unique look and feel to what he does. It's a shame that he had to go through all. That's why doing your own projects and getting private investors and kind of doing it yourself is, I mean, you find distributors later, but it's hard, bro. I mean, the industry, as he said, man, it F's you, innit?
And the thing is, it's not his fault.
No,
it's not his fault. And he gets the blame for it. I'll never forget when I think it was BVS or Justice League, whatever, and someone was like, a friend of mine in Hong Kong, this was in Hong Kong, we went home, it's like, oh, it's all Zack Snyder's fault. And at the time, I didn't really know. But now after all these years, I'm like, I can't believe you, like, that there's people out there that just blame the directors. Oh, Zack Snyder fucked up the universe. What's his name? Sorry, I've gone blank again. David Ayer messed up too. I'm like, that's not their fault, man. When the people who are financing it messes it up, and then the blame comes on you, that's a horrible thing. That's a horrible thing, man. Where you're trying to put your vision out there, but you have to listen to the people who are financing it because they're the ones in charge. And what the fuck do these people know? Like, they're people in offices that like, oh, I think you should do this because blah blah. What the fuck do you know about a vision? You know what I mean? But these people do that, and they ruin a vision, and it's a shame that happens. And then it's a shame that the director gets penalized for it, and people don't, you know, that can mess up his career. It's a horrible thing, but you know, that's
why people are not fans, bro. People have become critics of their own, which is a shame, which is an absolute shame. That's why people don't enjoy content, and they'd rather talk negative about stuff, and negativity will run the algorithm 100%. That's why. Yeah.
It's a horrible thing, man. But yeah, that's all I had on the news, man. That's all I had on the news for this week. Was there anything else to catch up on?
No, I think that was it, bro. I think that's it.
Cool. Well, guys, people, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. We've had some great interactions. There's been a lot of shorts and little content that we've been putting out recently from, some of the podcasts we've been doing, the UFC, Fight Talk still happening with K West. That's a constant thing, and we're growing and stuff, and yeah, man, we'll be back every week. I mean, there's nothing else to it. We're back every week doing our shit, man. This is our thing. And you'll always see us brothers giving our thoughts.
Yeah, definitely. Apologies for all the sounds and everything that you guys are going to pick up during this episode. I've had to look after Nia. So apologies for that. And then hopefully, oh yeah, wait, there's loads of things happening, man. I'm mind blank now. There's a few things popping off this week, and I can't remember. It's gone right off my head now. I suppose it's been a long, tiring day trying to multitask. Yeah, so it's full on. But I'll keep updated on our Instagram and Facebook page, guys. You guys show some love there. So whatever comes up on there, that'll be the latest stuff that comes up on there. So check that out. Sorry, I've gone mind blank, but as always, thank you. No, definitely, always grateful for the love on the channel and what you guys do. Definitely. More to come. There's more to come. There's loads of things to be done, but it's all time and everything else now.
Oh yeah. Let's get this quick picture. All right. Well, look, it is 11:15 my time. I need to go to bed because I need some recovery and sleep to try and do and wake up for another day tomorrow. But yes, bro, good to catch up as always.
Yeah, man.
And
definitely. We'll catch up.
We'll catch up again next week. But we'll catch up during the week talking anyway. But all right, people, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, all that good shit. Love you guys. Peace.
Peace.